little trouble there. Let's pick it up at 17. Not quite my tempo.
So I saw Poor Things. So according to Google, Yorgos Lanthimos' Poor Things is brought back to life by an unorthodox scientist. A young woman runs off with a lawyer on a whirlwind adventure across the continent. Free from the prejudices of her times, she grows steadfast in her purpose to stand for equality and liberation. Just no, this is what it's really about. After a woman, played by Emma Stone, throws herself off a bridge, Dr. Godwin, played by Willem Dafoe, is like a Frankenstein-type character, and he takes the woman's body back to his lab and takes the fetus's brain and replaces it and puts it into the woman's body. Yeah, you heard me correctly. A fetus brain put into an adult woman's body. Sorry? What? And from then on, it's just about how every man wants to take advantage of her and imprison her. Honestly, this movie is very uncomfortable. And when I went into the movie and I would ask other people that watched the movie, they said, oh, it's just a really weird comedy. Yeah, it has its funny moments. It's just very uncomfortable because it has a lot of nudity and a lot of sex. And just knowing that her mindset is of a child, it's very uncomfortable. And it's like you just don't even want to watch. The entire time my jaw was on the floor. I don't know. It was not just like a weird comedy. It's just a different story. With that being said, I already know that this movie is going to sweep the Oscars. I mean, the set design and the costume design was absolutely incredibly beautiful, and the cinematography was also very much well done. And you know how filmmakers can be. Oh, this prestigious film, and look at the sewing in that dress, and the color correction, and the blues with the yellows, and how that's opposite of the color scale, and how the camera moved in this direction, and the lenses that they used. So I already know that the Oscars, they're gonna sweep the Oscars, no matter how weird and crazy this story was. So Emma Stone plays our leading lady, Bella Baxter, and she does very well with depicting the different ages and phases that she has to go through. As a nanny myself, I work with a lot of kids, and specifically 2- and 3-year-olds. So she did really well with like the body movements, because kids really tend to walk with their body and their arms are very limp. And she did really well with that, because we don't find out that her brain was switched with the fetus until about like 15 minutes in. And so I could tell, like, just by her acting, I could tell by the walking and what she was doing. I even turned to my friend and was like, this is what I have to deal with at work every day. And then when he explained, oh yeah, they switched brains, I was like, okay, that makes sense. And she was very much a 2-year-old. Emma will definitely get nominated for an Oscar, and I wouldn't be surprised if she won, because this was a very deep and troubled role that required this kind of prestigious acting. The only other Oscar I think should be given out to is Mark Ruffalo. He played Duncan Wenningbird, who was a cunning man that ran away with Bella just to take advantage of her. Ruffalo did so well making me hate this character, and not because he was intimidating or scary like Homelander, but it was because he was so pathetic. He reminded me of men that date women that are like 10 years younger than them because they know that they can manipulate them. I'm talking to you, Leo. But what made it so good is that when Bella's mind started to grow, as one does, she still left him and saw how pathetic he was, and saw that how he was trying to manipulate her and imprison her, just like her mother's mind saw before her. Does that make sense? It's really wild. But anyways, back to Mark. He did really well, and I really love this character. So I really do see him winning a supporting actor role, but I don't think he's gonna get it because Willem Dafoe was also in this movie. And I think that they're going to give it to Willem Dafoe, or he's obviously going to get the Oscar nomination. And I wouldn't be surprised if Willem Dafoe gets it over Mark, just because, oh, I've been in the industry longer, so I should be getting the award. Not because, oh, you did better than me, but because I've been in it longer. Just like Jamie Lee Curtis, I'll never forget how Angela Bassett got snubbed for that role when she should have got the Oscar. And if not her, at least Stephanie, but I'm going to let it go. And as you can see, it's been a year and I've still yet to let it go, because that made me so mad that Jamie got that Oscar when, you know what? We're going to let it go. Anyways. I don't think that Willem Dafoe should get this Oscar win, or I mean, she should get the nomination, go off king. But I don't think that he should win because this character was very one note. He was barely in the movie, and I've seen Willem do this character before. It wasn't anything groundbreaking, but obviously the role was needed, but it was okay. All in all, be wary of this movie. I wish that this movie's premise was spoiled for me because I had no idea what this movie was going into it, and it was the longest 2.5 hours of my life. I think it was 2.5 hours because I was like, man, this movie is long. I didn't feel how long it was until like the last 30 minutes. So it was paced well, but then I was like, all right, I'm ready for it to be over because it's so uncomfortable. But it was like a slice of life. Is that weird to categorize it as a slice of life? Because I didn't really get anything from it. There wasn't really a lesson learned. You're just seeing this part of this woman's life, and it's an insane life and an insane premise. And, I understand why it's going to be in the Oscar nominations because we don't have movies like this anymore where it's so like left and groundbreaking and something that's really new and something that's never been done before. So I do appreciate that part of it. It's really, really hard to rate this movie and give it a number. But if I were to, by like from a film standard, I have to give it a 9 out of 10. Cinematography, set design, costume, acting, 9 out of 10. It's beautifully done. Of course, it's paced well. The script writing is well done. Will I watch this movie again? Nar, will not be watching this movie again. Enjoyment wise, as in like rewatchability, 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. It just a fun movie that's like, oh my gosh, no. I'm good. If I had went my whole life not watching this movie, I would have been fine. Like that's how I would also put it. But as a movie snub and watching movies, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. So yeah. Anyways, let me know if you watch Poor Things. I really want to know your rating on it and what you thought of the movie, and if you thought of it as a comedy or I want to know your thoughts. So let me know down in the comments. Please like and subscribe. We're super close to 1,500 subscribers, which I'm so excited about. And I'm trying to be back into YouTube, guys. I'm really actually trying to be back and do edited videos and not just lives that are lazy. I'm going to back into editing videos. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.